Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. I am Simon, I am your host, and I'm here to drink some beer with you. Right, bottle opener. Here we go then. Rheinbacher Weissbier. This one is from Aldi. Nice and cold. Quite nice out here today. I've had the back door open. I've cooled the conservatory right down, but it just feels, I don't feel so hot and sweaty as I did last week. So there's all that yeast in there. Hello, William. Hello, Sam. Hello, Carl. Hello, Sergio. Hello to all of you lovely, lovely people. Ryan W. John. William. There we go. 53 people in. 53 people in the Stone Crow Virtual Pub Live. Stephen Crawford's in. Daniel's in. Steve's in. Ryan's in. Vejad is in. Can you please hit the like button down below? There's a like button down below. If you hit the like button down below, there's a very good chance that more people will find this live stream, tune into it, watch it, and we'll have some more fun with more people, won't we? Ian, Jack Bandit, Mike the Saddler, Shane Clark. Right, I need a sip of beer. Richard Hall, Square Table Degenerates. Ryan McKenzie, Matty, Brian Hinds. How you doing, Brian, mate? Brian's in Ohio in America. Cheers, everybody. This tastes absolutely fantastic. Thomas says hello. Hey, Andy C says evening. Jess says evening all. Matty said he's liked it. Jareth Lyons, good evening. John, evening, Simon. In St Ives for a few days, have enjoyed some Destination Double IPA today. John, that is amazing. That is amazing. Well done. Thank you very much. Nightmare here in Ascot. Simon, the racing's on and everyone's gone crazy celebrating Frankie Dettori's last Gold Cup win. Pristine Airs. Everyone's in the town drinking today. I've warmed up now. I was just telling everybody how chilled out and cool I am. I'm standing here in this sun and I'm just feel like it's hot, isn't it? Big Kev, there he is. Connor Jackson. Hi everyone. Smash a like button. Butcher Benyon. Just had my first Warsteiner. So glad to see Tesco selling bottles from the fridge. Perfect when I finish work and having nothing chilled at home. More of this kind of thing. Butcher Benyon. Absolutely. Morrison started that, didn't he? With the chilled, the beer fridges. It's quite a good idea. I've done it before. I bought Francis Canner and it was cold. So it's a case of your fridge is not having to work hard either. Ryan's got a pint of Bud Light. I'm wearing my Nike sports bra, ready for this live session. Amazing. Ryan McKenzie. ADC on the Patronus in the fans. Paul Jones. Where's Paul Jones? You look well, man. Paul Jones, thank you very much. Thank you. Much appreciated. Richard Hall, perfect draft machine arriving tomorrow. Ooh, nice. Connor Jackson's saying that Warsteiner is a lovely beer. It really is. Although the other day I preferred the Kronbacher in my versus battle. Andreas says, evening all. Mike the Saddler says, on a very nice Welsh ale, Bragby Mantle Brewery. Rock steady, 3.8%. Very hoppy and refreshing. Amazing. Glad you like it. We got 109 people in at the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. 109 of you wonderful people. Christine says, yeah, it's like the aftermath of a football match here. James Gibson, evening Si, and all, just having Superfly West Coat by Hackney and Aldi. Jalapeno nuts, they're good. James Gibson, the jalapeno nuts in Aldi, they're very good. Connor Jackson says he's drinking on a Asahi. It's not the best, but it does the job. Absolutely. Richard Hall, you're going to love it, mate. Ryan McKenzie saying that. But you Benny, as they're selling perfect draft kegs now, no exchange though. How are they doing the kegs then? You just expected to kind of like fill up your house with a load of kegs from Asda. Old Hooky Gold. Very good at £1.80. Tried it yesterday. Very good. Christine, enjoy. Brian, Simon, been enjoying the versus beer videos. Lots of views and likes, as you know. Brian, it's been an incredible time. It's been a really, really incredible time for the channel. Dare I say it, since the situation in 2020, it's really kind of, well, we're just having a wonderful time of it at the moment. It's hard to comprehend it all. Like, you know, it's just, I'm trying to look at the numbers and the figures and I'm trying to kind of digest it all. It's just a really good time. It's just a really, really good time on the channel. Yeah, it's good. It's cool. B-Class Custom says, hello from Helsinki with Asphadios Double Dry Hop West Coast IPA. Happy midsummer. Yes, it is. It's midsummer, isn't it? Boiling hot. Connor Jackson says, yeah, Cronbach is better side. Totally agree. I've got some tonight, drinking a Saturday at the moment. Oh, it's not bad. It really isn't bad. Do they do another Chinese lager? Asahi, and is there another one? Because I'd like to do a versus, like a Japanese versus battle. Sapporo. Yeah, I could do Asahi versus Sapporo, couldn't I? If I can find it. Watching from M&S as my wife close shops, but 9 reduced beers whilst waiting. Mark S. Hello, Mark S. in M&S. While your wife is clothes shopping. The lyrical David James enjoyed your review of Double Maxim, but having a problem finding anywhere selling it and no delivery options. Any ideas on stockists around? I'm very sorry, David. I've just found mine in Morrison's one day. Every now and again, Morrison's does a beer festival, and it was just a case that, boom, that it was one day at the end of the aisle. I picked up a bottle. I wish I picked up about 8 of the damn things. It's a really good beer. It's a really, really good beer for the money. Loads of comments. Loads and loads of comments. I'm going to go down to the bottom a moment. PVA Caesar. Simon, did you know you also reviewed that butterbeer back in the day? The old review popped up on my YouTube recommendations after watching the new one. PVA, yes. Yes, I've decided to kind of just go over gently some of the old reviews because I can't remember the beer. The butterbeer, I can't remember drinking it. So I thought to myself, why not give myself a bit of a refresh and do it again? Glasgow Red TV says, hi, mate. Hope you're well. Yeah, I'm very well. Very well. It's wonderful, wonderful sunshine here in Barry. Can't complain, really. You know, weather's nice. Really lovely here. Everyone liked the stream, says Sam. Yeah, can you hit the like button down below? If you hit the like button down below, there's a big chance people can tune in. Bigger chance people will tune in. We got lots of new followers following the channel. Believe it or not, we've picked up something like 1,900 subscribers in the last 2 weeks. It's been pretty incredible going here. If we carry on at this rate, yeah, it's like one of those kind of pinch yourself moments. But the only way people are going to see the live stream, I mean, there might be a lot of people out walking their dogs this time with this weather, you know, but, you know, if we can get people in watching the Stone Crow Virtual Pub, it'd be great for the channel, wouldn't it? I'd follow you into hell, Simon, says TV. Oh, would you? Thank you very much. Hopefully I'm not going there. Martin Lancaster, he's got a home pub. What's not to like? Martin Lancaster, thank you very much. I just got to get rid of that door, haven't I? Just got to get rid of that door. Only recently came across this channel this week. Love the content. Ross, thank you very much. New follower. Thank you so very much, Ross, for tuning in. Absolutely fantastic. Really, really good. Keep it up, Si. You deserve it after all these years. Well done, mate. Sergio, thank you very much. Remember, factor 50 and low alcohol beer. Total bullshit, absolutely. It's been a hard slog, haven't it, Sergio? That's because Bald Foodie started his beer review show, I think. He picked up his 70s and nice. I think it was just a bit too, doing all the food, when he was doing all the food, all the beer. And you've got to look after your health at the same time. You really have. You've got to watch your health. And if you're doing all that kind of, I mean, if you decide to do, I like to do all of these ready meals, but the salt content is incredible in it. You really got to do an awful lot of exercise to be able to burn that stuff off, and all the beer as well. I do about 6 miles a day walking just to burn off the kind of ready meals and the bloody beer I drink, you know. First time watching the stream, waiting for my sub and tops to cool down. Philip Jones, another new follower, another new person at the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. Thank you so very much for tuning in. Evening Simon says, Jay Hutch, Sergio Martin, champion diet, ready meal and beer. Meal of champions, isn't it? I like a Moretti with a curry, says Connor Jackson. No, absolutely. First beer of the day. Yeah, man. I need the cannon. Oh, the Grolsch cannon. The 11.7% ABV beer. John says, glad to hear the channel has been doing well recently. I've been following for several years now. Oh, John, it's been incredible. It's been incredible. It's like it feels like February 2020 all over again. But a better situation. Runs with Wind, £10 super chat. £10 super chat with Runs with Wind. For God's sake, Taff, get out of the direct sunlight. It will kill you. Thank you very much. Runs with Wild. I'm stuck, man. Honestly, this time of year, this conservatory, this time of night is just incredible. It's absolutely fantastic. It's warm and there's no hiding from the sun. There's really no hiding. I reckon I got about half an hour left. I got about half an hour of the sun going down. What you'll see on the live streams going forward is that this will only happen for a month of the year. It's like an Egyptian pyramid temple type thing where just for 1 month of the year we get the sun around here. Most of the time I'm complaining how cold it is. I'm normally freezing cold out here in the middle of winter. Didn't seem like that long ago I was wearing a big padded jacket doing these live streams out here, and now all of a sudden like I'm like desperately keeping this t-shirt on and I'm top lip sweating and that sort of thing. But thank you very much for the £10 super chat. Really, really, really appreciate it. Biggie Collins in, he says, cheers, Simon. 4K Big, it says, real ill fan. Big Kev says, runs with Roz. You don't want that if you're a marathon runner. No, sirree. Hello, new viewer here. So, Seaside Mac. This is amazing. This is incredible. We got lots of new followers into the Stone Crow Virtual Pub tonight. Can you comment? Comment down below if you're watching this live stream for the first time. Let me explain a few things. This is me meeting you guys, talking to you through the comments, having a beer together. I like to do it once a week, catch up, have a laugh, have some fun, drink some beer together, and it's like a thank you from me to you, saying thank you very much for watching my beer reviews. Thank you very much for watching my food reviews. And it's just a chance for me to touch base with everybody, to say hello, wave, say hi, have a beer together and have some fun. We've been doing it since 2020. We started it in February 2020, the start of all that kind of situation that came along. We started a virtual pub when all the pubs were forced to shut down. It's nice to say thank you. And we got some regulars. So there's another situation to this. There's another kind of bow. There's another string to this bow. And that is, if you tune into this live feed, people like Christine, Big Kev, we have a regular audience here. Lots of regulars that tune in. They all chat amongst themselves. They have a chat. It's like a proper pub, yeah. It's like a proper pub. Everyone's talking, chatting. I'm talking to you guys. You're all talking amongst yourselves. We're all having a beer. We all tell a joke later on when, when we've had a couple of beers. It's great. Gareth Williams, evening, Simon. Had my new perfect draft delivered this week. Sipping on a nice cold pint of Camden Hells. Cheers. Amazing. Amaretti again, mixed up with Peretti here and bought 4 bottles of it. But it tastes like Carlsberg. Oh, you didn't like the Amaretti then? Or Peretti? I thought the Peretti was okay, personally. What's Big Kev saying here? You don't want... Oh, I've read that once. Welcome to all of the viewers. So, Brow and Cat also discovered it this week. Awesome channel. Thanks for making the videos. We've got 9,000. We've got 9,000 videos for you to watch. We've been doing this since 2010. 9,000 beer reviews, 9,000 food. Well, between the food and the beer, it's 9,000, over 9,000 videos. If you want to find a beer that you may have liked, or you want to buy again, or you want to see a picture, video of it, put it into YouTube, the YouTube search bar, with real ale at the end of it. And there's a likely chance that I've reviewed it. All the Shepherd Neame Generation Ales, the box beers, I've reviewed most of them. Fuller's Vintage Ales, Fuller's Brewers Reserve, we've reviewed the first one, the second one, the third one, the fourth one. All lots and lots and lots of different. One of those kind of like American beers as well. What are they called now? The Russian River, Pliny the Elder, Pliny the Younger, Hop Smack or whatever it is. Bell's Hop Slam. Bell's Hop Slam. They're all on there. All the Founders beers are on there. All of it. It's all on YouTube. Have a little watch. Have a little watch. After watching, I have a fridge of imported lagers. Tonight I'm enjoying some Estrella. Jay Smith, enjoy. Heath says, really enjoyed the review of Salt Glide the other day. Tram is also a cracking beer. Heath, absolutely. Lactic Man, Peroni, 500ml cans, $3.99 in home bargains. Also $3.99 Stella Unfiltered. I think I've seen them. They're short dated, Lactic Man, but that's fine. They'll be absolutely fine. Tunics cannot drink Brewdog for political reasons. Golden Pride is even better. Yeah. Golden Pride's another good beer. AGNO Stick Pope 666 also joined a week ago. Been loving the progression of his hair and beer commentary. Yes. Well done. Thank you also very much for tuning in. London Pride for you. Burlington Bertie, watched your channel for ages, but my first time in the pub. How does the pool table work? It is a winner stays on. Yes, Burlington Bertie. Winner stays on. Go on, boiling. I'm boiling hot. What's everyone drinking? Yeah, this is another thing we do. Where are you from? What are you drinking? Where are you from? What are you drinking? Comment down below. Brian's just said something, then his comment disappeared. Brian. Where did it go? Where did Brian's comment go? I've lost Brian's comment. There it is. Asking permission to finish my white wine before moving on to German lager. Can't waste it, right? Drink it down, Brian. Drink it down. Brewdog have gone. Bud Light on steroids. Pride Guava Lager. Terrible. Oh, no, I can't. I just can't do that. I really can't. $182 of you in the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. Hit the like button down below. Hit the like button down below at the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. There's 182 of you watching tonight. Absolutely fantastic. Big Kev with a big comment. There's jokes, laughter, deep discussion at times, and even the odd argument. Besides beer, the discussion often drifts into snacks, computer games, cars, Simon's hair, bit of politics, and back to beer. And snooker, and Formula One, and football, Big Kev, all of it. We talk about everything. It's a pub. It's a pub. Did I ever drink brandy? Not really. German in France drinking Tripe, Secret, Desmonds, Salford on the Duvals. Hit the like button, peeps. Walsall, Banks Brewery, Mike the Sadler. Cheapest beer around. I think it's a quid beer, isn't it? The Bank stuff. Not bad, actually. Oh, they got Dry Neck by Witchwood. What am I drinking? I'm drinking a Rheinbacher Weiss beer. Rheinbacher Weiss beer from wonderful, wonderful Aldi. Philip Jones, Flint, waiting for Tiger to cool down on my sub today. What's your opinion on the submarine? Haven't really taken much notice if that's okay with everybody else. I'm kind of on the opinion of, you know, there's an awful lot of tragedy in the oceans at the moment, isn't there? I'm not going to get into it too much because it's very political, but there's a lot of tragedy on the oceans. There's a lot of people fleeing their countries, and there's a lot of tragedy. And there's been much more kind of like coverage of this, of a few billionaires in a submarine than there has been of these poor people in kind of like lifeboats and stuff. So my opinion is it's that, really. It's that. I'm not going to get into it too much, but yeah, there's an awful lot of people tragically passing away on the oceans all the time, and they don't seem to get the same coverage. You know, it's almost like a normal thing to happen, which is not, is it? It's not. I think that's a very fair comment, Annie, the submarine. Tommy Young, yeah, absolutely. Love that Aldi Weiss beer. Great value at over £1 cheaper than Erdinger from Tesco. Gareth Williams, yeah, Erdinger for me, it's not a very good Weiss beer. Best widely available German lager, Neil Doherty. I got a video coming out in the morning that might interest you. 11 o'clock tomorrow morning. I won't spoil it for you. Look out for it. 11 o'clock tomorrow morning. It's a cheap German lager comparison video. I think it's the circumstances. And yes, you know, drowned off the coast trying to get to a safe country from war Africa. Very sad, but yeah, I don't care about poor people. Savagery, yeah, absolutely. Hi, Simon. What's the name of the bottle shop you recommended in Cardiff? Looking to pop in for some decent German Hells and Weiss beer next time in the area. Dan Southcott. Do I have a barbecue? Genga? Kind of. I love barbecuing, but and what was the other question? I do like to barbecue. Oh, the name of the bottle shop. There's a place in Whitchurch, on Whitchurch Road, called Cardiff Discount Drinks. There's another place in Roath. And then you got the Penarth Bottle Shop, which I like. I like the Penarth Bottle Shop. It's quite close to me, you know. It's quite a close place. I'm not going to mess about. I am absolutely baking out here. My eyelids are sweating. My forehead's sweating. Everything's sweating here. Gonna go and get another beer. Back in a moment. with me. Right, loads of comments come through. Loads and loads of comments. Carl Robson got a pizza oven for Father's Day to use on the barbecue. So that's Sunday sorted. Oh, Carl Robson, they're great. Them little pizza ovens that go on the barbecues are absolutely fantastic. Mike Sadler, third beer. Aldi's Harper Ale, not bad for a discount beer. They're okay. I find their Vice beers and their lagers much better than their ales in Aldi. 205 people tuned in. 205 people tuned in at the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. Hit the like button down below. Hit that like button down below for 200 likes or however many likes we got at the Stone Crow Virtual. Can somebody tell me how many likes we got? Because I'm on StreamYard and they don't tell me. I bet you've got the pink shorts on and flip-flops. I got a new pair of flip-flops. I bought a new pair of flip-flops Sunday because my other flip-flops broke. These were a tenner. These were 10 quid. 10 quid. Oh, that floor's nice. Oh, I'm going to take my flip-flops off. Oh, yeah, cold floor on my feet. Oh, that is so bad. Hey, whoever's mentioned the flip-flops, brilliant idea. Take the damn things off. I don't need them in the conservatory. Oh, my feet on the tile floor. On this cold tile floor is fantastic. Next beer, my favourite, one of my favourite beers is Franciscana. Franciscana Weiss beer. Absolutely love this stuff. There we go. Look at that. Hey, look at that. I haven't got the pink shorts on, no, Steve, but I had the flip-flops on, my new red ones. Get some sliders, Simon. Better than flip-flops. Mike the Saddler will do. Good choice. Frank Skin Weiss beer. You shrank 2 inches. Yeah. Stephen Crawford. Proper brew. Oh, it's good stuff. It's good stuff. 209 people in. 209 people in. A good go-to beer, that. Research with Thomas Flynn. It's just a very good go-to beer at the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. Real Ale Craft Beer, what's the spiciest thing you've ever eaten? Oh, have you seen some of the stuff I've reviewed on the channel? I'll tell you the spiciest thing I've ever done. It's not a food, it was an actual drink. Wiltshire Chili Farms, the world's hottest shot. That was disgusting. That was the most disgusting thing I've ever put to my lips. I refilled it with vodka after I drank it. They are Carolina Reaper chilies, infused with a 65% rum. Drinking that, honestly, it says consume at your own risk. Drinking that was one of the worst experiences. Have a look on YouTube. Have a look at the video on YouTube. I fell asleep. I fell asleep after that one on the sofa. Wow, I need that. Where? Have a look on the online. Wiltshire Chili Farms, the world's hottest shot. Have a look online. Honestly, they'll research with Thomas Flynn. Honestly, can I suggest you don't? Because it's quite dangerous. Honestly. Dave's Insanity Sauce was the worst thing you had. I think that was a Carl Robson. Tree dudes in. Being a white with a handful of the devil's nuts. Oh, yeah. Be careful, Simon, eating those super hot peppers. As the late guitarist Eddie Van Halen ate ghost pepper and got really ill just a few years before his health went down. So, yeah, it's not good for you. I was really blooming ill myself. Take a shot now, Sergio. Absolutely not. the stream will end. The stream will be finished if I blooming put that to my mouth. It doesn't burn when you piss. It's not hot. I asked for extra spicy vindaloo at the takeaway. Not sure what the alcohol rum infused with spicy reaper would be like. It's nasty. I know, Sergio, you're only messing about. It is nasty stuff, honestly. Gareth Williams, any advice on where to get perfect draft kegs locally? Simon, I'm in Lantrisant. There's a place in Barry, across the road from the Cherry Orchard pub. Is a cost cutter. Have a look in there. They've got a wide range of kegs in there. Curry of choice at the takeaway, says Sam. That's a good one. Now I like, and I haven't had one for ages, and I'd like one actually on the weekend maybe, a chicken sagaloo. I like an Indian chicken sagaloo. Or if I'm feeling brave, I'll have a garlic chili chicken. If I'm feeling brave, or if I've had a few pints. Garlic chili chicken. I love the burn. Absolutely love the burn. Oh. Vindaloo or a fowl? Neither. I wonder how many they could sell of that shot. I'd be surprised if they were allowed to sell more than one at a time. King prawn vindaloo all day, says Martin Ryan. Fowl, says Thomas Flynn. Where's the Franciscana Royal coming back out? I've got a keg down there. It's a brilliant keg. Frankie Royal just comes out. It generally comes out kind of September, October time. I love it. Absolutely love Franciscana Royal. Really good pint. I find booze immutes me to spice. Ceylon curry, you won't regret it. Carl Robson. Simon Wilkes, best lager on the blade. It's an Italian one. I think it's called Messina or Messini or something. It was blooming great. It was like a salt lager. It was great. My dad and Opa from Germany used to enjoy Lowenbrau with a gold foil wrapper back in the 70s and 80s. Do they still make the authentic German Lowenbrau? Yeah, they do. They do. You go to the Oktoberfest and there's a big like bear or lion, I think it is, Lowenbrau, and it's like a big machine, like a big robot doing this, Lowenbrau. PQ, Stone the Crows. Stone the Crows, how you doing? Sam says, lamb madras. Blimmin' fly. Got a fly after me. Somebody said lamb madras and then the comment went away. Lamb madras or chicken pathia. Blimmin' lovely. Vindaloo. Hottest thing I ever ate was a chicken madras at a takeaway. Worst mistake I made was drinking Prosecco with it. Was not a good idea. Oof. Andrew Wilkie. Hi, Simon. Is Franciscana a little worth a 30% extra price over the Patronus Weiss beer? Now then, Andrew Wilkie, that's a very difficult question. Look at the sweat on me. Look at me, I'm sweating. I'm looking at that sun. I'm like, well, get that sun off me. What is the time? Next week, it'll be a bit... Oh, it's 25. It won't be long. 25, 20, 10 minutes to be gone. Is Franciscana worth more, 30% more than the Patronus? Well, Andrew Wilkie, let me just tell you what I do. I'd buy the Patronus. If I can find a Weiss beer that's cheaper than another Weiss beer and it's pretty tasty, I'll buy the Patronus over the Franciscana. I love Franciscana, by the way. It's probably one of my favourite beers. But like most people in life these days, I am dictated by price. It's an unfortunate thing for most of us, isn't it? I always have, though. I always have. If I see a pair of trainers that are £10 cheaper than the ones that I really, really like, I'll buy the £10 cheaper trainers because they're £10 cheaper. But then I do regret it. I do regret not paying that extra £10 sometimes and getting the pair that I want. But it's the same with everything. I'll do the same. Them blooming flip-flops, although I like them for a tenner, they're wrecking my feet. They're hurting. It's like, oh, they won't break in. These flip-flops, they're like, no, I'm not breaking in. They will. They collect stones on the bottom as well, in between the tiny little stones in the ridges. So I'm walking around on my tile floor and I'm scratching on my tile floor with my flip-flops on. It's like, turn like a bomb site afterwards. Yeah, absolutely. Gotta love a foul. So we're still talking curries. So let me skip to the bottom. I think I just seen John from there. He is. Oh, I'm doing kids runs, taekwondo, choir, etc. Won't be long. John at Lord's Brewing Company. John at Lord's is in. Good friend of mine. Good friend. We spent an hour on the phone today. I just finished doing my beer reviews. So John rang me after I finished my beer reviews. So I was a little bit slurry. I bet he was like, bloody hell, Simon. But everybody knows I do the beer reviews in the morning. Everybody knows that, I try my best to, be a good boy. Stephen was in. Hey, Simon, me and Kenny are watching. Hey, Kenny, how you doing, Kenny, man? How you doing, Kenny? Hey, Steve, you need this box. You need this box for your machine. Show Kenny. Kenny likes a Guinness, doesn't he? Comes with a little brush. You gotta clean the inside of the Guinness. That little thing you've got. You're welcome to it. I don't want the machine. I won't use it. But you're welcome to the box, mate. I forgot to give it to you. Tried any. It works wicked. I'm glad. You've got to clean the little spout though, otherwise it'll get infected. Raided me and my beer section recently. A good selection of bitters and porters. Big Kev says Simon and John on the phone. No, you hang up. No, you hang up. Oh, we talked a lot today. He congratulated me. John congratulated me on my recent YouTube success. He's a good friend. He's a really good friend of me, with me. So basically the conversation went a bit like this. So me and John made a pact at the beginning of this year that I was only ever going to be positive, and he was only ever going to be positive in this bit of a rubbishy year, isn't it, for everybody? And we both swore in January 2023, in the middle of winter, on a rainy, wet day, we were on the phone together, and we both swore that we were going to be nothing but positive. Nothing but positive was going to come out of this mouth and his mouth. And it works, doesn't it? It works. Because a positive mind creates positive energy. I've gone out, I've found a little niche now with these beers, with these lager battles. I've found a little niche, and that's only through being positive. The moment you start getting embroiled in negativity is the moment you lose your YouTube channel, I think, personally. On a personal basis, I think you lose your YouTube channel when all the negative thoughts come in, all the negativity. A lot of you will remember when I said in January, I think I was on a live stream, I said there's going to be nothing but positivity all year, even if the roof falls in, type of thing, for everyone, even if it's like really terrible. And it's not been a great day for a lot of people. Interest rates have gone up by 0.5%. But I'm going to be nothing but positive. Nothing but positive. Smile, have fun. Because what I want from you guys or what I want to offer you guys is, if you've had a bit of a rubbish day, if you've had a bit of a rubbish week or a rubbish month, then, and you need to take your mind off it, then maybe you can come on the Stone Crow, have a couple of beers, and we're all smiling, we're all having fun, we're all kind of enjoying it. And it's a 2-hour break, isn't it? It's a 2-hour window, a 2-hour break where you aren't going to think about that kind of negativity. Positive mindset, positive mindset. Elon, where did I get this from? Big chest piece beer pump. It was actually sent to me by ABK Beer. I absolutely love it. I absolutely love the damn thing. It's great. Am I alone in thinking that supermarkets are being naughty by selling 330ml cans made to look like imported beers for the same price as a 440 500ml San Miguel? 6 for 6 300ml, when it's 5 for 4 500ml. That's a very, very interesting question. I don't know, to be honest with you. I don't really buy many 330ml cans. I will go to the supermarket, I will have a look, and I'll report back to you. That was Jay Smith. Positivity 23. My Tiger Tub in the sub. Matt Williams, even and all. Simon, I read that one. I swore in January 20, but it wasn't positive. Good on you, and here's to more. Do punk and chai purr. Literally what I like about you. You have a great aura, as the hippies say. Well, you know, life's too short, isn't it? Life's too short to mope about. Oh, I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't say that, because there's a lot of people out there that are really suffering, and there's a lot of people out there that, you know, mental health is a very big challenge for them. And I shouldn't say mope about. I don't mean that. I mean, try and make the best of it if you can. If you can, you know. 160 likes, but please hit that like button. We got 160 likes. That's amazing. Great couple of weeks for the channel. Great videos and a nice buzz in and around the chat. This is Matt Williams. Francis Canner or Pauliner? Well. Francis Canner or Erdinger? But I love Pauliner. Pauliner is my favourite. Hi, does anyone know why we can't get perfect draft machines in America? I think it's just a case of supply and demand. It's a case of, can you get all the kegs? The thing is, with the perfect draft, there's a big factory in Belgium, huge factory in Belgium, where they fill the kegs. All the beer goes to Belgium. Kegs get filled up in Belgium. Big filling plant there. And I suppose it's a gamble for somebody. It's a gamble for an American company maybe to say, hey, I'm going to build this factory, this keg filling factory, and we're going to get all the beer. You'd have to have it shipped from Belgium, wouldn't you? All the Stella and all the other stuff. So maybe it just doesn't work. I don't know. I'm just guessing. I think the supermarkets are naughty when they sell 4 bottles, for example, Peretti, but they're only 330ml, not 440ml like the cans. That's cheeky and cost cutting, no good. I'll always look at the size of the can or bottle, but I can generally see a 330ml can a mile off, mind you. That's a 330ml can, and you can tell it's a piddly little beer from 1997. It's another one of those flea market cans that I picked up. Cerveza Dorada. Maybe I'll review that one day. Even aside, I live in Hamburg and was thinking you should do UK brewed wholesome pills versus German brewed wholesome pills. Reese, great idea. Wholesome pills in Germany is a completely different drink. I've had it. It's a completely different lager. It's lovely in Germany. Cheers, I'm on the St. Austell proper job, says Graham. Christine says it's hard of a bottle, Simon, as bottles can be made to look taller. Totally see your point. Brian says, Simon, you are Cordially invited to visit Ohio. I will be your personal chauffeur and take you to some local Ohio breweries, eat some Lake Erie perch, etc. Sounds interesting. Oh, Brian, that sounds great. Why not? S. Hughes drinking a Leffe Noel side. It was a discount from Perfect Draft. Nice drop though. Oh, I bet it's great. I bet that's great. Cool down to 3 degrees in this weather. The sun is going. The sun is. I'm not sweating so much now. Oof. Oof. That was warm. That was a warm 45 minutes in the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. I tell you, my top lip was sweating buckets. It cools down nicely though. It will as soon as the sun pops down. Now it cools down nicely in here. Tom Horn has got a box of Tuborg in Norway. Had to buy a pack. Sounds good. We got 230 people in the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. Can we hit the like button down below? Can we hit that? Can't fly. That fly loves my face. Right, Christine said we've got nearly 200 likes. Come on, folks, let's get there before the end of the first hour. Christine, you are my right-hand gunner here. I'm going to say, hit the like button down below. Hit the like button down below. Can we get 200 likes? Christine is going to tell me. Christine Ayers is going to tell me when we got 200 likes of the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. Hit that like button down below. There's a like button either there or there. There's a dislike button as well if you want to hit that. But I prefer it if you hit the like button. There's a like button down below. Hit that like button down below. Let's get to 200 likes. Come on, everybody. Tom's vlog channel is drinking a beer and Moretti here in good old Barry. Tom Vlogs. Hello, Tom. We'll have to meet up, mate. Evening, ladies and gents, says Chris. Smash the like button. The Real Craft Beer site. I was looking for you here on Fridays, lol. Oh, I'm sorry. We do a Thursday now. I like to do some stuff with my family on a Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. It's just that sort of thing to do, isn't it? Tunix is on the smoked Edam top beer snack. I bet it's lovely. Matty98 says, Simon, would like to see you review old Thomas Hardy ale on the channel. Right. Matty98. Put in Thomas Hardy's ale in the YouTube search bar, followed by Real Ale. You will find my review of Thomas Hardy's ale. I think the bottle was from 1970 or something. I reviewed it. It's there. It's on YouTube. Have a look. Thomas Hardy's ale. Henniger Lager from Germany. Pretty good. Never had before, but quite enjoyable and affordable. Brian Hins. I tell you what, there's a lot of knowledgeable beer people out there watching this live feed. Can you tell me who owns the rights, who owns the trademark, the copy for Thomas Hardy's ale? I got an idea. James Hoey says, evening, Simon. Just enjoying a life and death by vocation in the garden. Great beer from my local brewery. Love the channel. James Hoey, thank you very much for watching. Amazing, Simon. We got 202 likes in 47 minutes. Back to the best. Awards and upwards, mate. Yes! Onwards and upwards. Onwards and upwards. We got 202 likes. 202 likes of the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. If you've not hit that like button yet of the Stone Crow Virtual Pub, hit that like button down below. Let's keep it ticking over. The Diabetic Geek Cheers all. Hello. Steve Dobbs says, would like to see you do a Polish later review. Some of the best in the world. I brewed a few beers in Poland. Steve Dobbs. I've got my own couple of beers in Poland that I produced. Two of them are They Call Me Simon by Brava Pinter and Annabelle IPA by Dr. Brew. Meantime Brewery own the rights. Do they, Christine? Do they? Thank you. Thank you. I might be giving Meantime a ring in the morning. Wouldn't that be good if we had a real ale craft beer project? A project where we research the recipe, we get all the malts, and we brew a Meantime real ale craft beer, Thomas Hardy Ale. How amazing would that be? Interbrow from Italy. Stephen Dobbs says lager. Wise Dog says, have you noticed landlord is lovely in a pub but horrible in a bottle? Timmy Taylor's Wise Dog. It's probably a slightly different beer. It's unfortunate but true. It's probably a slightly different beer. Goodbye, son. There it is. There's the sun. It's just melting my chin a little bit. It's just melting the old chin. Timmy Taylor's, yeah, it's a pretty decent pint in the pub. I've had it in the pub. It's lovely. But yeah, in the bottle, it's not as good, is it? I always remember you could only buy it in Waitrose, and it was a good beer in Waitrose, in a bottle. But as soon as it went everywhere, it just kind of diluted itself down to the rest of the blooming ales, didn't it? Crank the likes up, says the diabetic geek. Jim, Simon, are you aware of SN re-released prior beers? Flipside Red IPA, Ruthless Rye, Hunt IPA, Nuna Pilsner. Who are SN? Jim. I think in Northern Monk. No, it's not them. SN. I can't think. Off the top of my head, I can't think who SN are. SU, sorry. What do you think about having a pop at you all the time? It's like you live in. What do I think about it? It all goes back, SUs. It all goes back to my positivity, like I mentioned in January, just about being positive. We once got on really well. I still like the guy. If I saw the guy at a beer festival, I would walk up to him. I would try and shake his hand. I would try and have a beer with him. If he didn't want to, then fine. But I've got no grudges. I've got no grudges against anybody out there. Anybody. I don't hold grudges. I really don't. I really don't. I still think of the good times. I still think of the good times me and Dave had when we were doing the live streams together, when we first met. We would talk and we would chat and we would have fun. And I think of them times. There's no, for me, on a personal level, I'm not going to get aggravated by it. What was that? I think the toaster just made a funny noise. I'm not going to get agitated, but I'm not going to get any. I just want to be. I'm just a friendly guy. I'm just a friendly guy, and if he wants to be negative and make lots of different negative comments, there's not an awful lot I can do about it, is there? Yes, I made a video last year, but what I will say about that video is that I only had Dave's best intentions at heart. I wasn't being negative in any way towards that man. I just seen it for what it was. His overlords that he signed up with just completely, they turned their back on him. They completely turned their back on him. I'll stick to that. I'll stick to that right today. Right now, I will say that they just turned their back on that man. And I seen it in that video that they made. I seen it in the video that they made about him. And still to this day, I think, well, why did they do that? Why did they do that? And look, if Dave wants to reach out to me and wants to meet up for a beer, well, I will. I'll gladly meet Dave for a beer. I'll gladly have Dave on here and we'll do a live stream together where we grab the beers that we used to grab together, the same beers, and have a jolly and have a laugh and talk and chat and have fun. I'd gladly do it. Gladly do it. I don't dislike the man. I don't dislike anyone. Perfect round. Best cheap bottled beer I've had lately is the Tropical Ferret by Badger Beer Company. Christine, enjoy that. Morrison or Asda should give you a TV advert. Well, I'd much prefer to be on YouTube. I think YouTube's the future. I think TV's kind of finished, you know. I wouldn't chase TV. No. I'm happy here on the internet. Evening Science Chat. What's the reason behind brewing company using green bottles rather than brown? They look nicer. Pull down. It's as simple as that. They look nicer. Lots of people saying Sierra Nevada. Evening, matey. New sub here. What's your favourite lager? Hello, Nath. How you doing? New sub. My favourite lager. Probably something wet and Pilsner-like from Germany. I drank a really good one today from George Schneider. It was a Helles lager. Really good. Will Francis Dunkel come back on the perfect draft? I don't know, to be honest. Maybe. Paul, I tell you what. There's one fly. He's like Kamikaze Joe. He's like trying to fly in my mouth. Paul reviews. Alchemist had it top of the other day. He loved it. I didn't think they still made it. I got hold of a can about 7 years ago. Big Kev, good beer that. I reviewed that in Poland. Right. I'm trying to get to, yeah, there we are. Says Tree Dude. Must be a Mozzie or something. Must be a Mozzie after me. I don't get the YouTube beef between beer YouTubers. Sam, you know. Can you imagine, right? A massive set of hands clamping, you know, smacking you and blowing you to bits. You wouldn't go near it, would you? If you've seen a giant pair of hands or a giant massive monster, as that fly would see, you would like go, oh, you know, he's tried to have me a couple of times now. I'm going to stay away from that thing. But I'm watching the damn thing. He's after me. Hey guys, some for me, Rainbow Pilly. Top man, you are, bud. Says get off my cloud. Heady Topper, great as well. Review the Flenger's Flashing from Asda, please. It's a cracking German beer for £1.5 for a 500ml bottle. Andrew. Fade Slackerlocken. I can't pronounce that one. I've reviewed it. It's on YouTube. Put in the name of the beer, followed by Real Ale, and you will find the video, Andrew. Geez, you said there's such an awesome vibe here. Can't believe anyone would have any grief. Yeah, you know, as Stephen Jeffrey has said in the comment directly below, life is too short. Life is far too short, isn't it? Will Francis Dunkel come back on the perfect draft? I don't know. The crafted smoke. I'm kind of like. We'll just kind of skip over that. I think. I found you through Dave, and I think you are both top fellas. Gaz Music. Thank you. That's all I can say on the matter. Thank you very much. Sorry, what's your thoughts on Brew by Numbers going into administration? Have they really, Andrew? James, where did I get that from? Andrew. James Hickey. Brew by numbers. I didn't know until you just mentioned it. That is a big shock. That is a big shock. Because apparently, and I don't know if it's true or not, Brewdog used to be invested in Brew by numbers. I think the problem with a company like Brew by Numbers is word of mouth and the internet are very big things. You can't hashtag a number. So if they brought out the best beer in the world, you couldn't hashtag it because it's numbers. Brew by numbers, they brew by numbers, like 0402 or 0405 or 06 or 07. They brew literally by numbers. You can't hashtag it. You can't share it with your friends. You can't search anything from brew by numbers via hashtag. And that was probably, because I tried a number of times, that was probably part of the problem. Is the fact that the internet's word of mouth via a hashtag wouldn't work for them. Great beer, great company. Not really so maybe social media minded. Sam, thank you very much. Someone's passion is seen as another's anger. Jay Smith, yeah, maybe. SU's fair play, Si. I think you're a genuine guy. Would great if you and could reconcile one day, but it's always support your channel. It'd be easy for me to just go, you know, if I had another 2 or 3 beers, I'd probably just go and talk more about it, but I'm not going to. I'm staying positive. We're all about positivities here. I just don't want to go down that kind of road, you know. Steve Dobbs says, best UK lager. Best UK lager for me. Oh, didn't we talk about this just now? Or was that best German lager? Oh, best UK lager. I tell you what's good, Lord's Pilsner. Lord's do a 90-day matured Pilsner. Lord's Brewing Company. Try that. It's really good. It's a really good Pilsner. Paul Greenwood, just got in from work on the Tuborg Gold, 100% malt. Oh, Paul Greenwood. Reviewed that last year from Own Bargains. Cracking beer. What happened to Joe Biden's dentures? I think he just kind of like went back to work, I think. Lots of people found us via the situation. I think as soon as people's lives went back to normal, I think they just went back to work and they just kind of like didn't have time, which is fine. Of course, it's fine. I'd like to think that Joe Biden, when he's got 2 minutes spare, checks out the channel every now and again. He probably does. But he's probably in work right now. It's daytime in America. He's probably working. Have you ever been to Munich, Simon? The beer is amazing. The people are so friendly too. Martin Ryan. I love it. I've never been, but I would love it. I'd love to go this summer. Did I get it? Research with Thomas Flynn. Did I get what? Even Simon, new subscriber here. Hello, Silent John. New subscriber. You're my new YouTube hero. Reviewing beer and snacks on a daily basis. Bliss. Silent John. I hope you like what we do, and I hope I put a smile on your face. And that's all I'm here to do, you know? That's all I want to do, is put a smile on someone's face. Do you like this beer? If you do, great. If you don't, why not? Would you have a pack of Walker's cheese and onion crisps with that beer? You know, what's not to love? Silent John. Boom, boom, boom. Thanks for tuning in, my friend. Have you ever reviewed night cider brewed in sour port on 7, 8.4? I don't drink cider, unfortunately. It came up my nose too much as a teenager. Adrian Booth, YouTube suggested your marathon supermarket lager video Saturday when I woke up at 4 a.m. and couldn't sleep. Been hooked since. looking through your older stuff. Absolute class. Thank you so very much, Adrian Booth. There's 9,000 videos, Adrian Booth. There's 9,000 videos to get through. There's so much. Have a look at my first ever review. If I think there's a toggle on YouTube where you can put oldest first videos, and you'll see this fresh-faced, nervous person flicking his webcam on and going, hello, I don't really know what I'm talking about, but here's a beer. And it just goes on from there. When I was 30 years of age, I'm 43 years of age now. I've been YouTubing consistently for 13 years. I've brewed beer in Poland. I've brewed beer in Germany and Belgium. I've done a collaborative video beer thing with America, brewing American beer. But I was just about to lose Brian's super chat. I love the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. It's a place of positivity and friendship. Thank you, Simon, for creating a fun place to get away for a few hours. Brian, thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the super chat. Oh, where was I? I was talking about what we do. I also brewed a beer called Barry Island IPA. Fun fact, Barry Island IPA was one of the first IPAs to ever make it into Tesco nationally, all the way through the UK. 330 milliliter bottles. We kind of based it on Magic Rock's High Wired at the time. Really hoppy IPA, 6% ABV. It flew off the shelves in Tesco, and I'm still really proud of that, you know? I'm still really proud of it. Barry Island IPA. Adrian Booth, thank you. Giant Massive Monster Munch, you are, Simon, of the beer world. Christine. Drinking High Hops Tropical IPA by Purple Moose tonight. Good beer, that, Evan. Sean, do you remember Double Diamond beer, Simon, was made by Indcoop? I do remember. I don't know what happened to it, though. Are we still live? Mel? Do you have Malcolm's number? He's trying to ring me. It's buggering up my live stream. Can you tell Nicolette to tell him, or tell another family member to tell him that I'm live? My uncle. My uncle's trying to ring me. My uncle, and I'm on the phone. I can't answer. Sorry, Malcolm. I'm on the phone, Malcolm. I'm on the phone live streaming, Malcolm. Sorry. Agnostic Pope, $5. €5? €5. €5 super chat. Thank you very much. Thank you so very much for that. Really appreciate it. Finally got into Vice Beer. Won't be turning back. Hoppy go lucky. It's blooming fantastic, isn't it? The original hazy, cloudy, cold beer. Jack Bannock, guess my life hasn't gone back to normal. Favourite city in the UK? Oh, I need to visit more. I quite like Leeds. I quite like Leeds as a city. York's fantastic. I haven't seen Daniel either. Yeah. The crafted smoke. So there's a lot of people. Hello, James Webber. Yeah, you look a lot different than you did 13 years ago. James Webber here. Probably a stone heavier. And a lot older. And just a bit creasier. There's a lot of people that found us in the situation. It's true. Lots of people found us in the situation. They really did. And it was great. It was really wonderful. It was really, really, really wonderful. But, you know, I know Daniel Bell's, he's doing an Open University course and he's really busy. And I know Joe Biden's dentist was like a rock star. He's like a drummer or something in a band. He wasn't really Joe Biden's dentures. He was actually a famous blooming drummer, and you know, he's gone back to drumming on tour all over the world. So you can't hold on to everybody, can you? You can't hold on to everybody in life. What I'd like to say is that I wish these people well. The people who found the channel years ago, the people who helped us along the way, I wish them well. I wish them all very well. And maybe they see this message, maybe they don't. But hey, people will come and people will go. I learned that on the building sites. It was quite a heartbreaking job working on the building sites, because you would build a big structure with a group of people. And then when that structure was built, you would all disperse. You'd all go in different directions. You'd all go on different building sites. And I met some cracking people. I met people who wanted to throw me off the roof of a hotel. I've met some right ones. I nearly went flying off a 6-story hotel roof once. Very close, very, very close, in my 20s. And then I've met some wonderful, wonderful, wonderful people. Wonderful people. On a serious note, can you give a shout out? Sadly, I always say, here's a food ring on you and a top log. Yeah, why not, Christine? Why not? I mean, all about positivity, yeah. He's doing very, very well on YouTube. McMaster apparently is very ill. That's really sad. That's really sad. He makes some cracking YouTube videos. If you haven't seen it, check it out. Yeah, that's a bit sad, that, to be honest. Coxnut has been to Barry Island and he likes it. Cage Paps has given us a £2 super chat saying Braybrook lagers are good. It's all they do. SUs, sorry, you're brilliant. I can't wash the dishes unless I've got one of your videos on. Keep doing you. Thank you, man. Thank you. $5 super chat. I think we got that one. Agnostic Pope. Chris, I mean, of course, there's competition. There's competition out there. And, you asked the question, would a larger channel kind of give you a shout out? And the answer is always no, isn't it? So, of course, there's always a slight reluctance, isn't there? There's always a slight reluctance to kind of like go, what are you doing for me? But, that's negative. That's negative thinking, isn't it? It's negative thinking. Oh, it's people saying I nuked the channel. Well, that was to do with my phone ringing. I remember watching Simon's first videos. He had a top beer board which he wrote on. That would be some size board now with 9,000 beers. Exactly. I got mixed up with that, Big Kev. That board was like, I very quickly realised that it was the wrong thing to do because I just couldn't keep up with it. I'm thirsty. I'm very thirsty. I'm going for a beer. It's 8:15. It's 8:15. Now, please find a way of getting to Malcolm because he'd be upset that I hung up on him. So my uncle rang, and I feel really bad that I had to hang up on him because it blacked out the live stream. I just feel really bad because his wife's not very well, and I know he's in this big house on his own, and he probably wants to chat for an hour. And he used to be really good with technology. He used to be really, really good with technology, but he won't understand now that I'm on my mobile phone live streaming, and I can't answer it. Simply put, you can probably see it there. Right there. There's my mobile phone. There's me in the mirror. Little mobile phone. If that rings, screen blacks out. Right, more comments. Facebook Live. I used to do Facebook Lives back in the day. You met people that you hit with a 2x4. Yeah, James Webber. Yeah, that was like that carpenter done my head in. He really did my head in. He really did. He really did. He done my nut. And I was in my 20s. I was stupid. I hit him with a big plank of wood. Oh, I regret it. Of course I regret it. I was a hothead back in the day. He was doing my nuts, you know. Oh, this is, you know, just all day chipping at me. And I just went, I played golf with him. Have you ever been to Glastonbury? Stu, not Stu. I've never been to Glastonbury, no. Are you still in touch with anyone from your building days? I see people. And so the last time I seen somebody that kind of remembers me, there was a very large, he was huge. He looked like if you put a couple of bolts in his neck, he was like one of those big valley boys, you know, huge arms, like monster of a guy. He was about 7 foot tall. He was a painter and decorator. And I was in a car with a painter and decorator after my Lupo blew up on the way to Slough back in January, I think it was, January or February. And we were talking about this, the contractor that you work for. And they said, did you remember a guy called, I can't remember his name now, but I was like, oh, is he that massive? They said, oh, he's about 60 now. He's about 55, 60, so he's not so massive anymore. But yeah, he's still like, he's a foreman now, but like a painter and decorating foreman. Runs the jobs for him. But he was huge. He was like he should have played rugby for Wales type of thing, you know. He's massive. He was like what's his name? Just retired. That big Welsh monster of a man plays rugby. Oh, James Webber. Oh dear, does he? Hi, Simon. Hope you're well, bro. Missed you last week. And the worst thing is I haven't got any beer in the house. Ali D. That's a shame. I'll watch. Has he made a video then? I'll watch the video. Has he made a video about his recent bad luck? I'll have to watch it. We do a live stream with Rate My Beer. Where did that go? Probably one day. Oi, evening, Simon. How are you, fella? Paul's beer reviews. Hi, how are you doing, Paul? I'll probably do a live stream with Paul one day. Paul's a great guy. Probably do a live stream with Rate My Beer as well. He's another great guy. He sent me some Kronenberg Gold recently. Yeah, why not? Why not? Of course I will. Simon, how many pints can you do in a session? Says Sam. Not many these days. Not many. This is my third. I guarantee you after this, I'll be a bit, and then on my fourth, I'll be a bit more, and I can't do it anymore. I really can't. Tarzan. I live in Dorset and love the Dorset Ales, says Seaside Mark. Cool beans. Do you still go camping? We've just found it hard this year. We found it hard camping this year. So this weekend is my daughter's 16th birthday, and she got a big party with all her friends Saturday night. So me and the wife want to stay local because we want to keep an eye on her. Because I watched her last weekend drink about 8 cans of cider. I was like, "Blimey, heck, she can drink better than me." She drank 8 cans of cider. And I'm like, I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going camping. It's a very kind of fragile time, isn't it? When your daughter drinks 8 cans of cider when she's like about to turn 16. So I want to be around. I just want to be around, you know, a little bit. It's a bit. Don't get me wrong. I love camping. But it's a delicate time. It's one of those kind of delicate times in life where, yeah, you know, I want to be around while she drinks those 8 cans of cider. Yeah, you know. Where did all those comments go? Carl Robson, can you remember Tudor Crisps? They did some great flavours, better than Walker's controversially, sorry. I remember Smith's Crisps, a little blue bag of salt. Yeah, James Webber, they were great. But I don't remember Tudor Crisps. I remember when I could drink 8 cans of cider. Carl Robson, we got a new member. We got a new member of the channel. It's Carl Robson. Thank you so very much. There's a link in the description box. There's a join button. If anybody fancies helping the channel out a little bit, it starts off at £1.99 a month. If you want to become a member, like Carl Robson has just done, hit the join button down below, and you can become a member of this channel as well. £1.99 a month. It starts with. It really does help us. It really does help us. Camping Estates, do 13 cans of white cider and a few. Good grief. I'd be all over the shop. Are we on 270 likes? Are we top shelf? Looks good. I go camping in a motel, says James Webber. Alan Wynne Jones, yes, that was him. Is he still going, Alan Wynne, or is he retired now? I don't know. I mean, he's not as potent, is he, as he once was. What a player, though. What a player. $247 likes. Can we get to 300 before the hour's up? Says Christine. Where are we? 22 minutes past 8. Do you know what I find with the Stone Crow Virtual Pub recently? I find that the time flies. The time absolutely roars by. I think, in my mind, I was just talking about the sun burning my face. That was like 40 minutes ago. 40 minutes ago. Where did 40 minutes go? I tell you where it went. In the bottom of my glass. Have you noticed how fast time goes? I went to a party last weekend. Family party. And I was convinced when I woke up in the morning that I left some beers in the fridge at this party and I was going to go and collect at least 8 of them. I'm the only person that drinks Weiss beer. These beers are from that very party. There was only 4 left in the fridge. I must have drunk a stupid amount of Francis Can last weekend. But it went from very nice, happy party, 8 o'clock in the night, to like 12 o'clock. Oh, I'm going home. I've had enough. You know, one of those evenings. And it's only when you look in the fridge at that person's house, thinking you've got 8 beers left, and you realise you've only got 4, that that's the reason why I left that party slightly early and in a bit of a grump. It happens to the best of us, doesn't it? It happens to the best of us. There's so many new comments coming through. There really is so many new comments. If you're feeling frustrated that I've not answered your comment, then I'm going to stand here and I'm going to apologise. I'm going to say I'm really sorry that I've not been able to get through to your comment. There is just so many comments coming through. There's so many that I'm literally just finding a comment and just talking as soon as I see it. Ali D's retired from international. Look, I think he probably should have retired a year before. He should have went out, Alan Wynne Jones, at his height. The problem is with Wales is I don't know who's coming through as a young Wales team. I think a lot of them should pack in. bring the youngsters through, ready for the World Cup. John Toshak did it with the football. John Toshak, I think he brought through Gareth Bale. I think he brought through all of the current crop that are now retiring. Aaron Ramsey. And he got sacked. He got sacked for it, but because he lost like his first 6 games. But he was absolutely sure that group of players was the future of Welsh football. Of course, they went on to make it to Euro 2016 and the World Cup and another Euro. So he was right. He was definitely right. It was just a case of he threw them in, and I'm a firm believer of it. Why play? Let's look at Cardiff City, my side. They're playing players like Shea Ojo, and they're playing like loan players, and they're playing, I'd throw the youngsters in. I like Steve Morrison as a manager. I thought Steve Morrison at Cardiff City was absolutely fantastic. He was great. He was the under-21 manager. He knew the group of boys coming through, and he just put them all on the pitch. It probably lost him his job in the end. But I firmly believe that experience kicking a football, playing rugby, whatever sport you decide to play, is nothing quite like experience. It's so true. Christine saying we got 260 likes. Hit the like button down below. Hit the like button down below at the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. Let's see if we can do 300 likes. 300 likes at the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. Hit the like button down below. Only for pandemic, real life. Time flies when you're having fun. Ali D says time is flying. It's scary. Feel like I was only 21 a year ago. I know. I'm 43. My mind is still 16. Hence me standing here, doing live streams. I'm still 16 in my head. 16 with 3 kids and a mortgage and a wife and a dog and a cat and a rat and we've had guinea pigs, rabbits. It's been like it's been like Animal Hospital, yeah. Imashi Shah. Hello, new subscriber. Hello, new subscriber. I can't pronounce your name. I do apologise. Go back, buy on a package, says Andreas. 2 6.8% IPAs. I have had enough, says James Webber. I know what you mean. Don't you worry about it. I know what you mean. A 16-year-old me was on 2 Carlsberg Special Brew. Wasted, or a bottle of White Lightning cider. First alcohol with my teenage mates was Mad Dog 2020. My vision at the end of the night wasn't 2020, says the dude. Eli says on holiday in Italy, having Inicia non-filtered. Oh, I know it's Noosa. Sorry, it's Noosa. Non-filtered. What a beer that is. What a beer. Connor Jackson says he's about to open an Old Peculiar. First time trying it. Any good? It's all right. How many subs do you have at full price, Si? How many subs do you have at full price? I don't know what that means, to be honest with you. I've never been one to manipulate the system. I just think to myself, look, if somebody wants to subscribe to me, they're very welcome to. I've never gone down that road of BOTS and, because I've seen it ruin channels. They've got like 20,000 subs and they got like 3 views per video. YouTube, with its analytics and all of its kind of like algorithms, they know what's working and what's not. They know that all, and of course the viewership does as well. If you see a channel with 20 or 30,000 subscribers and they're only getting like 10 views per video. It screams. Anyway, it screams whatever it screams. What I'm saying is that I've never ever done that. I've never ever would want to do that. As I've just said, if somebody feels the need to subscribe to our channel, thank you. Build slowly, build slowly. And then all of a sudden you might have a big push every now and again. And that feels great. That feels great when you're doing relatively the same thing as you've been doing for the last 13 years, and you scratch your head and you're going, why are people subscribing now? It's because you're doing something good. It's because you're doing something good. I see Mayor Khan up to no good, trying to do something while charging for all car users. Very nasty man. I don't do London. I go in by train. I would never drive a car to London. No way. It's probably the thing is, Christine, and I mean this with the greatest of respects, it's probably, you look out the window now, all the grass is yellow. All the grass. I've been on this planet for 43 years, and I cannot remember a time where 5 years in a row the grass is yellow by the end of June. It's like the It's like the Mediterranean here now. And it feels slightly wrong. I'm standing here sweating buckets earlier on, and it's like, it's not quite the UK. We used to remember when we used to complain about the rain in the UK? We don't anymore, do we? And that's because we probably got the weather from the south of France 10 years ago. We probably got the south of France weather now. And that's like, scary times, I think, because what happens is Italy and Spain and Africa lower down, they get even hotter and they suffer water shortages and everything else. And I'm not one of these environmental so-and-so blokes, but I can look out my window and I can see the grass is yellow. There's probably a reason why they're trying to stop cars in London. Sorry, Christine, if that's upset you in any way, but we've all got our opinions, haven't we, in life? Let's go. Some push-ups, says Andreas. Yeah, here we go. Like it's 2020 all over again. Nothing like showing your emotions at a party. Every time I watch the Stone Crow Virtual Pub, our cat needs to sit beside me. I guess not just for human enjoyment. Well, there we go. There we go, Brian. Hello, everyone, says Lady IPA. Super Ted, do I drink spirits? No, never. Real ale craft beer. Sorry, no need to apologise. Chill, it's beer night. I won't mention the cricket either, no. I'm on a crappy Budweiser tonight, only drinking it because it came in a deal with 2 pizzas in the co-op. Hey, stew not stew. Drink it down quick, get a good beer out, innit? Pardon me. Andres is only 16. Oh, there we go. I thought Armenia did really well. A couple of top players in our team. Oh, Sam, no, hey, it is what it is, isn't it? Oof. Do you see that? First little clip on the chin tonight. Did you see me go then? Did you see that? Rocking on my feet, yeah. Rocking on my feet. My daughter has a rat. My daughter had 2 rats. One of them died. And one of them wants to live forever. You go in this room and it's like... It's 3 years old. Rats are only meant to live for 2 years, but this rat is still alive. It's like honestly, in there, it's like a slightly alive morgue in there with old animals. I got an old dog, I got an old cat, I got an old rat. It's like, yappity doo-dah. Don't forget the fish either, Big Kev. Don't forget the fish. We have skunks in the backyard. Do you want to what? Where did that go? Do you want to send you one? No, actually not. I have 3 kids who I'm sure are feral, says Lords. Hello, John. John, I had a massive conversation about our conversation earlier on to everybody in the live chat, and you weren't there. You went. You were picking your kids up from karate, and I felt like I was talking to an echo chamber. Cheers, John. Cheers, mate. If your ears were burning, John, we were all talking about our lovely conversation we had earlier on about how positive this channel is and how positive we were going to be, me and you, how positive we were going to be throughout the year. And we made that kind of pact, didn't we, in January together. And it's been nothing but positivity ever since. Right, $5 super chat from 4K Big J. Much love to the new members and old timers of the Milk Chopper Squad. Oh my God, where is he? Where is Alan Mead? Where is Alan Mead? I've got a really weird, dry, throat tonight. Drinking this Francis can. I've got a really, slightly, drying, I need a glass of water. It's weird. Big John Charles. What a player he was. Was a great Welsh Cardiff player. Leeds signed him, and he got a stand still named after him. Oh, what a player. Lady IPA says, handsome W. Thank you very much. Thank you. Appreciate it. It's the witching hour. It's the witching hour. Right, I'm going to catch up with all your millions of comments. I bet John's gone again now. Is he still in? Is John still here? There he is. Simon's a savage with the animals. Oh, hey. You know my feelings, John, with the animals. You know. They're all hanging on. They're all like. Oh dear. Does you don't want to skunk? No, I don't know. No skunks. No skunks. No animals, please. No animals. Sorry, buddy. I was doing dad duties. Of course you were. Of course you were. Yeah, it's important just to focus on the good stuff on life and the negative things in life. Put them in their true size in life. No point letting it wind you up. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. So I'm going to very quickly, because I don't want to go over the whole thing again, John. I'm going to very quickly say what we were talking about earlier on. Dry my sweaty mouth. Right, so me and John had a conversation in January about positivity. And me and John made a pact, John of Lord's Brewing Company, that 2023 was probably going to be a bad year for a lot of people. Inflation, everything else, all this other stuff going on. And me and John made a pact to just be positive. If it got dark, if it got really dark, if it got really horrible, if it got really nasty, we were going to stay positive throughout the year. And we have stayed positive, and we are still smiling. And I think it's just helped. It's just helped, not just here in the Stone Crow Virtual Pub, but it's just helped mindset, it's just helped. I've had too many beers now to I've had too many beers to explain it all over again, but you all know what I said earlier on, and we all know what we're talking about. 1 tea bag mug, steep 5 minutes in a boil of water, and then you get yourself a cup of tea, I suppose, tree dude, and milk as desired. ABK beer events, there they are. 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 ABK beer events. There they are. Hi, mate. I'll have to send you some more ABK advice. You please do that. You please do that, because your vice beer is absolutely fantastic. ABK beer events. Thank you very much for the £1.99 super chat. Thank you very much, ABK Beer Events, for the fantastic beer pump and fantastic glassware. And we've got a board, a circular. I've been so busy. I want to stick it up. I want to put it like here. Isn't that nice? Isn't that very, very nice? It's metal, thin metal. But I want to stick it. I want to like put it here or somewhere. You know. Look at the old beer belly. I've been so blooming busy. I really have. I need to screw that to the wall. You know, if it was all wood, I'd just screw it to a wooden wall. But that's a block on flat wall. That's breeze block. That's a breeze block garden wall there. ABK is a massive. Can I go to some of your events? Hey, yeah. I want to go to the BMW event, ABK. Yes, they are a big petrol head company. Me too. I'm a big. I reckon I could still drive a Formula One car. I reckon I could be the next Fernando Alonso, 43 years old. Just give me a chance, Ferrari. Stick me in a Ferrari. ABK, I think it's time you did a touring car like the old days of the Warstone BMW. They do. ABK are sponsoring like BMW, I think, in a touring car. I'm pretty sure they do. But I think it's under the banner Rocket Drinks. I think it's Rocket Drinks that they're supporting BMW in. He has a massive neck. I do. Look, nobody's ever mentioned that before, ever. I've got my neck is as thick as my head. Simon, you just wear the ABK sign around your neck like a big medallion. I'm like not an ostrich, I'm like a giraffe now. Getting up in the trees, eating the bushes, eating the tree leaves. They used to call me Pencil Neck in school. Pencil Neck was my nickname in school. Right, where are we? Simon always becomes the next F1 star when he's on the fourth. Or Sophia, I think we'll all. Oh, I love it. Oh my goodness me! Oh, I could just imagine throwing a car down the inside and just. I'd wreck a set of tires. That's my problem. I'd wreck a set of tires in a lap. I'd be like, what's the matter with this damn car? It's broken. They'd be like, you wrecked the tires in a lap, like, you know, you've done them in. Thomas Flynn, I just got the bar signed up for days. Should have keys in the next week. Oof, yes. You win. Sam says, tops off and a rendition of Hen Vladina. 300 likes. Oh, with I know. Da, 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 da. It's a good tune, that. I like it. The 5 peeps on that died then. Ali D, I can't imagine Ali D that they knew much about that. I reckon the whole thing just went and they would have been unconscious. They would have been either shredded. The weight, the gravity of it all. It would have been very quick. Very, very quick. It wouldn't have been like, you know, sitting down at the bottom, sitting on the seabed for 2 minutes, you know, waiting for the oxygen to run out. It would have been like a black gone. Have you seen Sopranos? You know Sopranos, at the very end of Sopranos, where he's looking at the toilet door, and then it just goes black. That's what I reckon happened to those people on the submarine. It was the Sopranos that looking at the toilet door, all of a sudden just went black. That's my personal. I don't think there would have been any pain. It just would have went black, just like that. Tops off in a minute. What's happening? Christine, I'm having the summer off. I had a bloke round today from the newspaper, and I told him to do one. He was local newspaper, local rag, local rubbish, you know. So we had a lot of positive stuff from the Independent, the Daily Mail, the Sun, the Daily Star, all the major newspapers, really positive. And the local rag, just to be a bit different, went in the other direction, like sided with the council. And he knocked the blooming door today. He was nice as pie to me. Nice as pie to me when he did the interview. And I read the article. I was like, this is just like fairy tale. And he knocked the door today, 6 months later, more or less to the day. 6 months to the day. Knocked the door. Hi, Simon. And I clocked him straight away, smiling. Hiya, Simon. How's it going? And I went, no. And he went, oh, what? And I'd like to interview again. Do you want to go in the paper? No. And he went, why? Why? And I said, well, I read your article, I said, and I didn't like what you did last time. I said, so go away. And I shut the front door on him. Yeah, I just shut the front door on him. Boomf, boomf. Have that. Local rag. It is. It's proper clip. Yeah. Yeah, werewolf. Yeah, honestly, it was terrible. So, yeah, I just shut the door on him, told him to bugger off. Wasn't having it. Wasn't having his rubbish, you know. Apparently, I'm not on Facebook. But apparently it caused a massive storm on Facebook. Apparently, like, the whole town were divided on what was going on here. And I didn't even look. I'm not on Facebook. I can't be on Facebook because Facebook would take up every single living moment of my day. So I left Facebook, and it's the best thing I ever did. Garlic next time for it. Yeah. Bang your ball bag on that like button. 6 more to go. Oh, we got Ryan W. 6 more likes to go for 300. I think we're at 300 likes. Hit that like button down below for 300 likes. Come on, everybody. Ali D says journalists are horrendous. They don't do any constructive anymore. They just write. Oh, I know. It was bonkers. But he was still smiling. He was like, oh, okay, oh yeah, okay, like smiling, like I was telling him to get off my doorstep type of thing. Just after I got off the phone to John, actually, I was on the phone to John. Then the blooming journalist knocked the door. Still smiling. Okay. And as soon as I shut the door, he's still smiling. And I've anyone like that. I hate him. I've always hated him. I've always hated that man. What's the scariest thing that's happened in your life? I rolled a car once. I rolled a car over, a Ford Fiesta Mark II, 19. It was the one with the rubber. If you're old enough to remember, Mark II Ford Fiesta with a rubber spoiler on the back. Can you remember them? It was like a tin can on wheels with 2 penny pieces for wheels. And I rolled one, and it flattened like a pancake. And it was 4 of us in the car. I never forget it, because my hand went out the quarter light window onto the roof, and my hand was being dragged down the road with the weight of this blimmin' Ford Fiesta on top of it. And it's the reason why I live my life to the day now. Every single day matters. Every single day is my last. Because that accident could have been my chips, you know? It could have, and I know I was very, very lucky. And I know that the people in the car with me were very, very lucky. We all got out. I broke a finger. None of them were scratched. I broke a finger. And from that moment on, climbing up that car, seeing that car off the floor, waist height. I climbed out of the damn thing. Every day's my last. Something worse could have happened there, you know. We got 300 likes. 300 likes at the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. I rode my first car, Ford Escort Mag 1 on a 11. Unfortunately, I had my seatbelt on. The showman, it's not nice, is it? Cars shouldn't be upside down. Mine was flying. Mine was flying down the road on his roof. And I still remember the noise. I still remember that metal grinding on the tarmac, but my hand was underneath it. I still remember the noise to this day. And I feel very lucky. Even to this day, 26 years later, I'm like, got away with that one. Yeah. Rolled a Buick LeSabre, crafted smoke. It's not nice. It's not nice rolling cars. Excuse me for thinking she was talking about a badger. I'm out for the day. Have fun, be safe, enjoy family, friends, and moments. Brian! Thank you, Brian. Cheers, mate. Enjoy your wine, enjoy your beer. Pardon me. Enjoy. Thomas, I put the call out for the bar staff today. They had 40 applicants this afternoon. Crazy wild. Yeah, this is it. I think all this talk of like oversubscribed workforce, it's not really true, is it? It's not really true. My daughter's been looking for a job for 2 weeks now and she can't find one. I think it's flipped. I think everyone's like, it's changed. I think the jobs market has changed. I had a 1992 Fiesta RS Turbo, bought it really cheap in 2007 due to the rust on it, but blooming hell, it was as fast as a Porsche 360, like a rocket that was. Honestly, Christine, RS, honestly, they're like rocket ships, aren't they? My Fiat now, I got a 1.9 turbo diesel Fiat Punto, sporting thing. It's all been tuned. Apparently, the turbo's been messed about with, and honestly, it wants you to put the accelerator down. It's asking you to put the accelerator down. It's like, please press me, and it's hard not to. I drive it around like just feathering the accelerator, but it's so like tempting. So tempting just to go, there's the corner, bang. Can't do it. I was in the back of a Metro, which rolled 7 times as a kid. Not a scratch. And everyone was fine. I once lifted a guitar, my back was gone and was out of work for 10 months. Big Kev, isn't it bonkers? Isn't life bonkers, Big Kev? It's not nice, is it? It's just not. I mean, you wonder, don't you? You wonder. Just bizarre. It had a decat exhaust, made it 300 brake horsepower, 0 to 60 in 5 seconds, 140 mile an hour. Wow, top end and very scary. Engine exploded in the endo. I bet it did. Loved the 80s and 90s hot hatches. I had a 205 GTI, loved it. Oh yeah, Peugeot 205 GTI. Incredible cars. Do you know though, Crafted Smoke saying we're old fella. You know though, hot hatches are just regular cars these days. Jump in any diesel, jump in any petrol car today, put your foot down, and that thing will probably go as fast as an XR3i. Probably as fast as an XR3i. Whoa! Roy Bruling, €2 super chat. Hello, Roy. Thank you very much again for sending all those beers and all that chili. Roy, before I get to your super chat, can I say, Roy, that I've been eating that Naga chili juice stuff with my bologneses, and I had a tikka curry just yesterday that was like no heat to it whatsoever. So I've been spooning on the chili sauce that you sent me into my curries, into my bologneses. It's being used, mate. That Naga curry dip thing, the chili dip, that is being used. I just wanted to say that before I read your super chat. Being in an airplane when the engine went on fire, I'm like, whoa, that's like, can you imagine? You're in a tin can flying at 300 miles an hour in the air, and you look out on one of the engines and oh my, you must have thought, you must have thought that thing landed every day now. Every single day matters, no more taking life for granted. There's no practice runs. There's no practice runs in life, I tell you. I got to go for a wee. My first wee of the night. I'm busting. Back in a moment. I'm back. I remember my late dad when he slipped a disc in his back. I came downstairs to find him laying on his back, staring at the ceiling. I had to nurse him for a month after. Not pleasant. Oh no, it's not great. Christine, it's not great. Tesla's 0 to 60 in 1.9 seconds. It's like an F1 car. Yeah, totally. You can hear him tinkling if you listen with the earbuds. No, you won't be. There's a window above where the bathroom is, but you won't be able to hear that, surely. Surely. We're almost at destination, so we're lucky, right? Oh my goodness me. Let's start a fundraiser and buy some high-end streaming gear. StreamYard is cash. Well, I don't know how to do it. You'll have to teach me how to do it as well. It won't be just a case of buying me some gear, because I'll be like, oh, what do I do with this? What do I do with this? You'll have to help me. Nothing more pleasing than seeing some Shav in his Corsa with the full body kit installed, accelerating at full speed up to a speed bump in a retail car park and scraping his bumper. And the end, and you just go past in your Ford Granada, like sailing over it at 60 miles an hour, like with the air, like the Citroen air suspension type thing. I might have a phobia to beer. Oh, I couldn't imagine that. What's going on with lagers this year? I was in Tesco earlier and everything that used to be 5% is now lower. Stella, Kronenberg and Corona. Well, we are exposing that, Aaron. We are exposing it. We are exposing it all. It's a case of we just get pushed around in the UK, don't we? It's a case of like, they're from the UK. They don't mind. They'll drink their 4.6% Stella and they won't even notice. And it's like, actually, we do. Some of us do. Some of us are like, but some of us notice, and it's not good enough, is it? It's not good enough. Anyone queued up today with a touch? No, Mike, but not really, to be honest. Sorry. Mind you, I'm doing a live stream, so at least the sun is not beaming in Simon's face now. It was so hot earlier, wasn't it? I reckon I'm going to be like laying in bed tonight. They're like, is anybody sticky? Is anybody like, oh, it's going to be one of those humid nights? I can already feel it. A couple of whiskeys, get it down you. Did I wash my hands? Never, never. You got to get used to your surroundings and your bacteria in life. Can't be like Michael Jackson living in an oxygen tent. You gotta live life. Keep hitting the like button. Let's push for 400. Where are we? Christine, where are we in terms of the likes? Are we anywhere near 400 likes? 400 likes. Are we anywhere near? Just to let people know, we're already half an hour into the witching hour. The witching hour is when I've had a few beers and, you know, I've had a few beers and whatever goes. Whatever goes. Customs 1, my favourite TV programme. I just finished watching Succession. And I'm not going to lie to any of you. I thought it was brilliant. It was fantastic. But for me, Succession ended in episode 3. Am I about to spoil it? Put your fingers in your ears. If I'm about to spoil it for you, put your fingers in your ears right now. It ended in episode 3 when Logan died. For me, I was like, oh, well, what's going to happen now? What's going to happen now? They all argued and bickered about the company and it got sold anyway. You know, it's just, sorry if I ruined it. I did tell you to put your fingers in your ears. But I thought Logan was perfect. What a guy. What a guy that man was. You know, the greatest type of thing, you know. No all's bad. No mucking about. No bullshit. You know, no. I like people like that. I always like people like that. They tell you how it is. Straight as a die, no messing about, like it, lump it, job done. I like people like that. I don't like all of the airy-fairy stuff in between. Drunken Yoda, hey Simon, I've not been on for a while. Do you still go live with, Drunken Yoda? I was on the phone with Mark a while back. But he's not uploaded a video since December. Mark's happy with his life. He's happy with his life. He's happy with his work. He goes on holiday. He still drinks excellent beer. Mark doesn't want the drama. He doesn't want the drama and he doesn't want the stuff that comes with it. He doesn't want to be accused of being left, right, or unwoke, or he just doesn't want any of that kind of like stuff, you know. So he just pulled back. He just pulled back, and I think he'll come back. He's having a bit of a rest. I think he'll come back. We did speak on the phone. I will, you know, we'll speak. We'll. I got time for everyone. whether you're controversial, whether you're not controversial, whether you toe the line, whether you don't toe the line, I'll answer the phone to anyone. But yeah, it was just a bit, it got a bit kind of like stakes and daggers, didn't it? It got a bit kind of like, I don't know, just, yeah, we speak, let's leave it at that. We speak, every now and again, we speak on the phone, we'll chat, and that's about it. But I think he might come back one day with his beer review channel. 327 likes, Big Kev. Can you do a review comparison between Super Tenants and Special Brew? Well, can you imagine that, Pete B? I would be literally all over the blinking shop, wouldn't I? You know, the Perfect Draft has got this magnet top thing. Mine used to look like beer, but it's all died away now. I can't stop playing with the damn thing. I can't stop playing with the magnet thing after I've had a beer. A phobia of caving. It's the witching hour, Steve. We're in the witching hour. Hey, Sam, I, you know, whether you are, whether you aren't, I'm like, you know, in the middle type of thing. Dad? What's your best beer? Yeah. Well, that's cool. No, they won't see because it's high. Come and show them. Molly's doing a live look.
Last day of school, I drew the Spider-Man logo onto my shirt.
I told everyone you were famous earlier. I told everyone you drank 8 cans of cider last weekend.
I think I drank more than that.
She probably drank more than that. So everybody said, why are you going camping this weekend? And I said, the reason why I'm not going camping this weekend... I've got a party. There we go. It's because my daughter's got a party and I want to be around. I want to be local, just in case I have that phone call.
It's around the corner. I can't, like...
Dad, I can't get up.
It's around the corner with very close childhood friends. Well, not very, very close anymore, but...
I want to be close. I want to be around the corner close type of thing, you know? Cool. All right?
Yeah.
Good girl. Well done with the shirt.
Mm-hmm.
And the last day of school, go and put some trousers on. Andres, thank you very much. Not Wednesday. Spider, that's cool. Yeah, she's all right. She's a good girl. She's a good girl. She works hard. Done really well in school. Keep pushing. Keep pushing in life, innit? Jack Bandit. I'm not going miles away camping now this weekend. Oh, Josh, another submarine coming. I'll cover it one more time. There's people in boats, literally sinking all over Europe, and it never seems to find any news. Yet we're all fixated on a couple of millionaire, billionaire people in a submarine. I can't work it out. Like, there's children and women and like literally trying to get a better life for themselves, and it's not being covered by the news. Yeah, a couple of multi-billionaires who have probably had the most amazing stakes in life and the most amazing airplanes and the most amazing everything else, you know, they're in the news. It's tragic. Let's start off by saying it's tragic. But there's so many tragic things that don't even make the news on a daily basis. And I I don't know where I sit with it. I just don't know where I sit with it all. So I'm not like, the worst thing is we cause some kind of controversy and everyone's like, whoa, you know, poor people in the submarine. I don't want to cause any kind of like, you know, they're all gone. There we are. Lewis, peer review. Thing I never get about life is, why was I born into a good life and good country? I could have been born in any country and was born in one of the wealthiest. It's crazy how fate works. Or is it like, oh, do you know, if I, Christine, I like the fact that I've battled. I have been born in Wales. I have been born relatively kind of like, went to Spain as a youngster, went to a lot of countries, enjoyed life. But I had it difficult, but I left home because kind of like I wasn't as intelligent as maybe I should have been, and I made some wrong decisions with finance, and I've always like lived on the breadline, if you like, and I'm still living on the breadline. I made that decision to kind of run a YouTube channel, but I like to fight. I like to fight. I like to battle. I would be a very, 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 very bored person if everything was there sitting on a plate. If it was all there on a plate, it would do my mind. It would do. So I like to think that I started this YouTube channel because I wanted to fight. Nobody ever gave me a chance of becoming a full-time beer drinking YouTuber, and I've just got it. I've just got it. And I like to think if I was born in a less developed country, if you like, that I would still relish the challenge. I would still relish the challenge of survival. You know, that kind of like that grit, that determination. John Rambo, like, as long as you've got a plate of food in your belly. But in terms of having a family, it just becomes so difficult then, doesn't it? Wife, kids, rats, dogs, animals, cats. It just I struggle with the daily. I struggle with the daily grind. I just go right now. I mean, I just sell and fly. I really would. But you can. I struggle with that kind of like that. Making sandwiches, making drinks bottles and sandwiches and trips to school. That daily like, I struggle with that every day, every single day. Why? Because there's a part of my mind that thinks I wasn't put here for that. I wasn't put here. I wasn't put here for driving a car to school and making sandwich. I was put here for better things. For not better, wrong word, but for more kind of like Logan Roy, like tearing it up, like, you know, like absolutely tearing it up, like crushing life, you know. That's what I think I was put here for. But I'm nearly at the end of it. It's been a difficult 16 years. I'm nearly at the end of my journey with that, and I think, although I will never get a medal for it at the end, mentally, I can go, I did that. Oh. I gave lifts. I made sandwiches. I made drinks. I was a good dad. Now it's my time. I should never have been in the water, not regulated by any authority. where it was being used, so pretty much free to crack on. Poor design. That was due to fail at some point. Well said. If we didn't encourage them, they wouldn't be done. Well, she looks like she got her head screwed on. Absolutely. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Well said. I agree with you. By the way, I've recently started working in my local bottle shop, tap room, and your channel has been essential to growing my beer knowledge. Josh James, thank you. All fine. Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't have been a long, slow thing, would it? It would have been instant. It would have been like I said earlier. It would have been like Sopranos. It's when he was looking at the toilet door at the end of Sopranos, and he just went black. It would have been like that, Very clever ending to Sopranos, I thought. Right, I'm gonna get all these regular new comments. Tribes in Africa have zero depression and get status from having meat for the family. Sam, exactly that. Exactly that. 80s rules. Have you tried Kingfisher beer? Yes, I have, Vera. I have. Is this the last Stone Crow Virtual Pub before the summer break? Matt, no, I think I got a few more in me. I will be having a little summer break this year. I will. Don't get me wrong, I will. But not yet. Not yet. Let's get June done. Let's get June. I haven't even made a decision yet. Let's get June done. Let's get June done and dusted and see where we are in July. 9 more likes for 350. Can we do? No. Wow. Christine is saying we need 9 more likes for 350 likes. 350 likes of the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. Hit the like button down below. I'm looking through the kitchen window. I can't work out which daughter it is. Oh, yeah, it's Molly. Molly's feeding the cat. Regular people get blasted every day around the world. Rich people implode. It's the next big thing. Yeah, Tom Holm, probably. Yeah, absolutely. Difficult life is you have to be strong. Yeah, exactly that. It's just keeping going, isn't it? Every day. Keeping going. That's the daily grind. It's called the daily grind for a reason. It really is. Constructive things. Typical Valley draft assignment. Get out there, get it done, and don't complain. Alan Wines. Yeah, exactly that. Grow my YouTube channel. So many people. I tell them I want to be a full-time YouTuber drinking beer. And they would look, the look. I always remember the look. The look that people would give me, like, no, you're nuts, you're crazy. No, it's never going to happen. And every time I had that look of, like, you're crazy, I was even more determined to go, actually, I want to drink beer on YouTube full time. And it almost like probably nearly sent me crazy myself. In that I was so bloody determined to do it. So bloody determined. Shall I go and get one more beer? I know there's only 12 minutes left to the Stone Crow Virtual Pub, but I tell you all, middle of summer now, 9:30, I'm going to go and sit, have a bit of a sit, watch the sun go down and enjoy a bit of life out there, quiet. Nice bit of breeze out there tonight. I'll go and pour a beer. We'll have 10 minutes together. And then I'll sit in the garden and finish the beer. But yeah, I'm going to go and get a quick beer. Okay, so does anybody have any, where I've been standing? I was talking about cold floor tiles. Well, I walk out, all the floor tiles are cold. They're all cold all the way around here. The moment I stand in where I've been standing now, barefooted, for the last, what have I been barefooted now, for an hour and a half? The blooming tiles are warm. All the tiles are warm. I'm not having that nice cooling feeling that I once did. What did John from Lord say? In 2015, Camera Huddersfield said we wouldn't last 6 months. Exactly. John, if you're still here, I've got to roll through comments. Exactly that. It's that determination when somebody says it's not going to happen. That's what, it's probably not about the money. It's not about the money. It's not about like flash cars, flash houses. It's not about that. It's not about that. It's just the fact that you've proven the people that said you can't do it wrong. And that is a wonderful satisfaction. I tell you that. One last bottle of Franciscana. Can you imagine Camera? Camera are meant to be like the main support group, aren't they? Camera Huddersfield telling a brewery they won't last 6 months. It's almost like you want to turn to them and go, thanks, guys. Thanks for your support. Like, what? Camera. Big Kev, do you remember your last day of school, Si? It was nothing like Greece with a fairground and all that X-Flower marker pens. We're all as far as it goes. Yeah, I do. I went in. I got my marks. D's, E's, F's, G's. Didn't do very well in school. Left with my friends. Took my tie off. Threw it. Took my blazer off. Threw it. All my friends were like, what are you doing? What are you doing? And I went, well, I'm not coming back to school. I don't need any of it. And they were like, oh, yeah. And they all started doing the same. Tie, blazer, like yes, with this torture has ended type of thing, I hated school. I really did. I never liked it. But I like college. I like my construction course. It was probably one of the best times of my life, doing my construction course, because it felt like I was like in a really kind of like growing phase in my life. I was growing as from a boy to an adult. I was becoming qualified as a carpenter. I was learning loads of stuff. I loved it, but I scraped in with the skin of my teeth. Bought this house, scraped it with the skin of my teeth. Yeah, graft, innit? Graft in life. Graft. Camera yoga, amazing though, completely different. Who wants to join me on a day tour to... Oh. Ryan W. Yeah, that's a bit personal. Leaving Barry Boys Comp was the best day ever. Oh, Dan fell through. Yeah, we were in school together. Me and Dan fell through. Yeah, absolutely. He took his tie off, took his blazer off. When he took his pants off, the two stepped in. Paul's Bureau, he's still in. Paul, how you doing, man? He's still here. John didn't like school either. Andres hated school too. Enjoyed college more. John, Si and Paul make my nights with a good time on Instagram or YouTube. So glad you produce content so I can watch anytime. The Craft is Smoke. I've been to many beer festivals with John. Been to many beer festivals with Paul. And rubbish for names. I got his channel name in my head now. He'll come to me. Anyway, we've had breakfast. We've had many breakfasts together. Paul's beer reviews, John from Lord's Brewing Company, myself. Many breakfasts, sausage, eggs, beans, back up for more, back up for more, back up for more. Head back into the beer festival, farting in lifts, holding your breath in lifts because someone's farting in the lift. We've had some fun. And I almost feel sad. Because it's June already. It's already June and there's nothing planned. There's nothing planned with John. There's nothing planned with Paul. And I'm thinking this year, it'll be soon enough, it'll be a whole year where I haven't seen these guys farting in lifts and eating bacon and sausage and beans and eggs and drinking loads of beer together and just having general fun. And I don't want it to be a year. I don't want it to be a year where I don't see these guys. They're great people. They're really, really lovely people. Craft Beer Hub. We must do camera, GBBF, something. We've got to do something together this year. Let's not let this year slip by where we go, I wish I met John, I wish I met Paul. Let's make an effort, guys. We got a WhatsApp group the dreaded WhatsApp. We got a WhatsApp group where we all bitch against it. No, I'll start again. We got a WhatsApp group where we all talk and we all have fun. And we need to get this WhatsApp group going again where we all chat and organise something. I promise you, we won't be bitching. We won't bitch on that. See that? John's having a laugh now with Paul. Lord's Brewing Co. Hello, sir. There we are. GBBF come in. We have GBBF. I have a bar there. John, tickets, my friend. John, trade date, please. Ticket. Thank you. I'll be there. I might book a hotel this year. Yes, it's on. See that? Open your mouth. Talk, chat. Bang. Poof, bish, bash, bosh. Bacon, eggs, beans with John and Paul at the GBBF. Drinking loads of beer. Having loads of Chinese food. John's going to pour a big bucket load of Coke all over the hotel reception like he did last year. And it's going to be a scream. It's going to be an absolute scream. It always is. I wasn't there, by the way, when John poured half a gallon of McDonald's cola all over the Premier Inn floor. I'm glad I was in bed sleeping, actually, because apparently it was a bit of a, it was a bit of a late night. Lee W's in. Hello, Lee W. How you doing, mate? I'm sure I just seen a comment from Paul there, but I think it just disappeared. Anyway. Okay. Minutes ago, I love this time of year. Because I live in a deep, dark cave in the middle of Caddixton. And I love this time of year because it's still light and it's still lovely. And I can drink my beer and it's still warm and I can go out barefooted. I have to meet up in Leeds soon again. Yeah, absolutely. PMCT. I'm all good, buddy. Yeah, I like to watch the sunset. I like to grab the last little bit of light remaining. Solstice. I'm a big kind of solstice type of guy. I love it. So thank you. Thank you also very much for tuning in. It's 9:30. I wish you all well. Guys, Paul, John, YouTube channel, WhatsApp group even. Let's chat about GBBF. I'm going now. I love you all. See you next week. Big video dropping tomorrow. Big video dropping tomorrow at 11 o'clock in the morning. Big lager video. Another lager videos dropping on the channel at 11 o'clock in the morning. Give it a watch. Give it a go. We're all hot. We're all bothered. We all want to drink lager. See you all soon. Stone the Crows. Boom. Cheers.